About the Libby Town platform. Yeah, today we were supposed to have a guest and he hasn't joined us yet. So yeah, I think we'll just be chopping it up, going while waiting for him. If he joins us, fine. If he doesn't join us, fine. And I know you guys are that way watching me. The camera is that way, but I'm looking this way. I'm just looking at the screen. Okay? Just looking at the screen because yeah, the screen is this way. While so if any comment comes through, I have to read it. Okay. So yep, it's about to be a multi-town platform. Have you guys been? That's been long. That's been a while. That's been a minute that we haven't talked. We haven't seen each other eye to eye, or even shared information or shared gist. So yeah, hi everybody. When you join us, just say hi, okay? So I know you're watching and you drop your comments, so I read it and we keep everything moving, you know. Yeah. So um yeah, I'm just going to chop so many things, like so many things have happened. Why have I been away? The reviews I've been doing, like the reviews I've done on Molytown channel. For most of you guys who are following us here and you're not following me on Molytown, you can go there, follow me there, and yeah, you can ask your questions if you have any. But I just have a couple of questions that I'll be chopping it up with you guys right now while it's drinking this red wine. I know the wine right now, when you guys see it, is black, but it's actually red. Okay. So I'm supposed to have a guest today, but this episode is going to make 30 minutes if he doesn't show up. So if he doesn't show up, we are just going to have a talk for 30 minutes and I'll reply the questions for those who show up. Okay. The questions of guys who will show up. And 1 minute. And reply some of the comments in my comment section on YouTube that I've seen from the past videos I've done. Okay. And some of the requests some guys have been asking, you know. So first of all, why have I been away? Okay. The last time we are live. So the last time I came live on this channel, I think that's been almost 3 months, a couple of months ago. And even on Molytown, I haven't posted as often as I used to post because I had to make a trip to Cameroon. When I went there and I came back, I fell ill. So when I went down to Cameroon, I was even supposed to have an episode of Contrast Podcast with like live, one on one, so that we can actually see each other for the first time. Can you? Surprising. We haven't met each other one on one, face to face, ever. We haven't. So that was just supposed to be an opportunity for us to meet. So that day, um, I was supposed to meet her, right? She had a meeting and I had to go to the barber to get my hair done and all that. So, Cameroon, I realized one thing in Cameroon: electricity goes off every minute. Like, I don't know, man. So, that was one of the reasons why we never met, because I was having my hair done and electricity went off. That was the first thing. We waited, it came back. So, when I finished doing my hair, like braiding my hair and having my fade done and all that, my phone wasn't on charge. So I had to go back home and plug it on charge. When I went back home, shit went off again. So I couldn't bring it over to come to my place. Let's just sit around for no reason why we couldn't work. And it went off. That's one fucked up thing. The phone went off. So I couldn't reach her. That was the first thing. And I just told her, she told me that she wanted us to have the meeting or have the podcast so she can have other commitments that she had following up. So I couldn't have that. I couldn't get to her. I just told her if I delay or in 30 minutes, if I don't get back to her, she can just proceed with other things that she has down the line, the other things that she has planned for the day. So, yep, that happened. The next day, I wrote her and said, electricity, my phone died and I couldn't charge it. And yeah, it was a mess because that day I was leaving Yaoundé that day back to Douala because from there I was coming back, you know. So when I came back here, the stress of moving up and down and all that, I felt ill. I couldn't record as often as I used to. you know. So the only thing that could bring me out of like the hibernation to record was music review, because this whole platform and everything about Molitown started because of music. It was all driven by music. So anything that concerns music that gets to my radar and I feel like, okay, you know what? It deserves some review, or maybe me just saying what I feel about it or sharing my experience with it, or maybe some projects or things which all of us have been anticipating and they drop. I just, the way you enjoy it in private, I chose to say, you know what, let's just enjoy it in public. Let me show these guys how I enjoyed it, how I feel about it in real time. Then I give my review of it. Those were some of the things that brought me out of like the hibernation to actually record some things, and talk to you guys. So after that, the last reaction and last review I did, I've been getting positive feedbacks from everybody. Like all the videos, I can open the dashboards and you see every 100% likes and all that, and that's also contributed to the growth of the channel and the videos I've posted this past week. So that, going to the last review I did, that was for Teno and Inosby. That one got me a little bit of flack. Even that of Magasco too, when I did the review of his complete project, it brought me a little bit of flack. Some guys said Magasco paid me to review his project, which I hope it did, and I wish it did, but I was just passionate about it, passionate about reviewing that project. So the last one I did, which was for Teno, I got some flack for it. Okay, today's guest is absent. Like I said, we were supposed to have an episode today, so I'll just be having this episode and just with you guys, or talking and going. For those who will join us, they will join. For those who will rewatch this when it's over, okay, they can rewatch it. But I'll just have to hold this episode for 30 minutes. If I can hold it up for 30 minutes without him being here, the episode will be over and that's it, okay? I think similar thing happened when I was supposed to have crowns the last time. His Zoom had a problem, his internet had a problem, like he couldn't connect, he couldn't join us. So I just had to chop it up by myself and talk with you guys. Another point in time, we had so many guys who really wanted to talk to him and they were asking questions and I answered them. So back to it. When I did the review of that tenor song, somebody came and said the reason why I'm giving that song flag and the reason why I'm not like feeling the song is because I'm an Anglophone reviewing a French song and I never picked up the double entendres and the metaphors and all the shit. Though that was just what. There's one thing about commenting, okay? People drop um so many comments, but it's just that one negative comment that always get to anybody. Like for any person who owns like a public platform, you can relate. Okay, so when I dropped that, somebody came and said I'm an Anglophone reviewing a French song, and that's why I gave the song the poor ratings I gave it, and because I never understood everything. And that person may be right and they may be wrong too. But what I'll say is I've been following Teno for a very long time. I've been a fan of Teno for a very long time, and I've liked so many of his songs. I understand his metaphors. I understand his wordplay. Like he blew up off a freestyle he did with Franco in a studio in a radio station. Okay, that was the thing that took him off, and that was the thing that made me attracted or felt connected to him. I don't know if I should say pause, but that was the thing that made me connect to him. So if I could connect to him back then and understand the metaphors back then, what has changed? Parce que il peut m'exprimer en français, je comprends le français. So I can express and I understand everything they say. But I don't understand why the guy gave me flag for what I said the last time. Okay? So throughout this week, somebody said they wanted me to go live. Who was that? Is it Godzi? Wilson, something like that, or even Chi Greg. Some guys have said they wanted me to go live so we can talk about so many topics. Like, I see everything happening, okay? I see everything happening. I just don't feel hyped or motivated enough to record. I just don't feel motivated enough to record something, you know, to record on any of those topics or any of those things happening at the moment. You know, there's been a song trending in Cameroon. That kid is from Bamenda. I was introduced to, I've heard it, I've heard just a clip of it from TikTok, like so many guys doing TikTok with a song. And to be very honest, I thought that song was owned by a Nigerian because I know mostly Nigerian songs blow on TikTok. On TikTok, sorry. I know mostly Nigerian songs. Yo, Chi Greg, what's up? I know mostly Nigerian songs blow up on TikTok. Okay? So, Chi Greg, if you have any question, you can ask. I was supposed to have a guest today. He hasn't showed up. So, today I'll just have to chop it up for 30 minutes. If it doesn't show up, then the episode is it's a wrap. Okay? It's a wrap. At least I showed up and he didn't show up. The artist never showed up. So, yeah, I heard this song and I never knew that kid was from Cameroon. I think his name is Loic. Loic something. I've forgotten the last name, but it's Loic son. So when I heard this song, I thought it was a Cameroon song. And my baby sister in Cameroon, she has been the one because I'm looking for female artists and I'm looking for new Cameroon artists to sign, And I don't just I listen to hundreds of songs almost all the time. Like my email is flooded with songs that even the guys that I work with, some of them get some of those things and they tell me they've heard it, and some of these things come to my email directly. Like I'm flooded with songs. Okay, Loic Somfor. Yeah, that's a kid. So I'm flooded with so many songs. Okay. So she told me that song. She sent me the TikTok link of the guy doing the lyrics video of the song. And I said, no way. I think this guy's just doing a cover of a song that's not his. And for a fact, fun fact, I saw that kid's song before that song. Okay, another song, but I don't just know the title of the song where he was sitting in front of a house with some guys singing. I just can't picture it. And I knew from there when I heard it, I knew he was a Cameroonian. But for the next song, I think, I don't know the title of that song with that girl featuring the girl, but on that song, he sounded different. So I just thought it was a Nigerian. So when she said, that's a Cameroonian, and I turned and asked my girl, like, do you know that song that so many guys have been playing on TikTok? And Sandrine just said, that's a Cameroonian. And I said, I thought it was Nigerian. She said, wow, you're one of those guys who think this kind of thing can come from Cameroon. Wow. And she gave me hell for it. I was like, wow. It's how you see we Cameroonian them. How you see we Cameroonian them. Like I took some flag for it. And I've been one of those guys advocating for like saying Cameroonians have dope music. Like we can do it all. We have the quality, we have everything, okay? So when she said that kid was a Cameroonian, I immediately, since I told her to find artists for me to sign, I immediately had to reach out to the kid and I told him, you know what? I've heard your song. I just found out about you today. And from TikTok, I realized that you have something going on. You're bubbling, you're growing up. So, how about, because I don't like signing record deal for artists. Trust me, if you want me to sign you a record deal, I will. But I don't. Okay? If I sign you a record deal, trust me, you won't have the freedom. Yeah, it's deja vu. Yeah, it's deja vu. But it's a deja vu. That's sometimes they say deja vu in it, but it's deja vu. Okay. So he has dope songs. Hello. I think the first one I heard was that hello. But it sounded good. But I said, my new songs just dropped something that was better than this song. And when I heard now this new one, this deja vu, like I was like, whoa, this kid is fucking dope. So I reached out to him and I told him, hey, I just heard your song today, and I'm the founder of Molytown. And us Cameroonians, there's one thing about artists I'm bragging. Like artists brag a lot. Like he was feeling like, yes, sir, I've never heard of you, blah, but he has been commenting on so many of my shit, and you know, he knew about Molytown. He must have heard of Molytown, so he was just trying to feel like, okay, there are some things. That's one of the things that kill us Cameroonians. Or every artist, not Cameroonian, everybody. There's a degree of notoriety that when somebody gets, which is beyond what they usually get, they feel like they've broken through. And fun fact, that's one of the reasons why somebody like a Gomez feels depressed and wants to abandon the music scene, because he got some sort of notoriety. He keep getting some sort of notoriety that could definitely make him feel like an alien artist or convert his art into revenue. That could make him monetize his art. But he never had the right management team or the right guys to actually convert that popularity and that notoriety he had into money. Especially that his last song, I Like a Woman, which he said retire, which he retired. But back to that Loic, okay? I'm just jumping all over the place. It's because we have a lot to talk about. So many things have happened, like Big G dropping Blanche saying she keep writing about toxic. Like there's something that is say if you keep saying everybody, if everybody that comes into your life goes away and complains, says the same thing about you, I think you're the problem. So Blanche just admitted that too recently. But without withstanding, let's go back to Loic. He felt like, okay, I haven't heard of you, and I sensed the Molytown logo, and I said, yeah, so you want to tell me you haven't seen that before anywhere online? He didn't reply, and I said, but notwithstanding, I heard your song. My baby sister sent me a song of yours, and I like it, and the quality is dope. And Molytown, I think we are just like, I think just two of us from Cameroon. Okay, two of us from Cameroon who know who are like plugs in playlisting, Spotify playlisting, Deezer playlisting, Tidal playlisting, and Apple iTunes playlisting. Okay, even verifying your YouTube to give it that artistic sign to verify it as an artist. We do that and all that shit. For example, Mark Cedric's one is verified. Mark Cedric got playlisted. Like we that's just a small example of what we can actually prove that we can do. So I approached him and I told him, you know what? This song has a quality and it can make it if put in the right places, in the right space. If you get into the international market now or get your songs in this like A-list Nigerian playlist, trust me, without your identity, the same way I never knew you were Cameroonians, everybody, like the song will speak for itself, a level playing field. It will grow. Okay? So I just told him I would like to work with you and I would like to be your distributor, sign a distribution deal with you and all that. He just said, sorry, sir, I already have a distributor. Thank you for reaching out and I appreciate your support. And I was like, okay, yeah. So since he already has a distributor, and I believe his distributor is doing a great job for the song to blow up the way he did, but I know the song was dope. It's not like somebody forced fed me the song, but I heard the song and I liked it. But I never knew he was a Cameroonian until my baby sister told me, look at this guy, signed him, because she knew I was looking for artists. So when he said that, I just said, okay. I just have to pull back because there's something they call poaching. I don't want to poach somebody's artist, And maybe he has a record deal and all that. Guys, fun fact, and I believe, Loic, if you stumble upon this video, this is what I want to tell you. Distribution doesn't mean somebody putting your songs on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, on TikTok, Snapchat, or make it available on all the spaces. No. Because when your song make it to all the spaces, you still need to make all the people using all those platforms to listen to those songs to make the song grow. Distribution is putting your song in the face or in those spaces where people visit to listen to music that sound like your music. That's distribution. Putting your songs in the places where they need to be. Like most guys always try to look for a plug for Trace to get their songs on Trace. Most guys right now playlisting is the new radio, the new TV, and new everything. Okay, so I believe because the song is on iTunes, it's on TikTok, it's everywhere. I believe from there he thinks he has a distributor, but no, everybody can do it. You watching me, anybody sitting home, you can put your songs on iTunes. All you need to do is to have TuneCore, DistroKid. Those two things, you can put your songs on iTunes, any streaming platform of your choice. But how do you get your songs on those playlists? Playlists bring streams. Streams bring exposure, because you get into the bunch, the casual fans. Within those casual fans, you have guys who will fuck with your song, or somebody can be in a mood, a mind state, listening to through a playlist, and that's how I discovered so many artists. Okay, through a playlist, and when your song come on, it resonates with the feeling he had at that moment, and they say, "What the fuck was this guy?" That's how I found out about this guy YW and Melly through playlisting. And this guy, there's so many guys that I found through playlisting. In those days, Lil Zen, that's how I found him, through playlist. So that's how playlists break artists. If your song is dope and you put it on a playlist, you have a shot at becoming somebody. Okay. So if you have a distributor and he's doing that thing and he's working his magic, and fine and good, okay? But if you actually want to break into the international market or get into those spaces where you feel like Nigerians colonize it or keep getting their songs in it and Cameroonians can thrive in it, okay? You know who to holler at, okay? Just contact my team, my manager, and they'll get back to me. At least the last time I got to you directly, and this time I think I can't get to you directly again. You know, if you actually need my help, you can get through my team or those guys to get to me now. So, um, we have 4 minutes to go, and he hasn't shown up. We'll just wrap up this 4 minutes with Gomez Oba. Okay. After this live, I think I'll have to reach out to Gomez and let's work something out. I believe Gomez is in a space where he felt like the amount of the level of attention or notoriety he has warrants him to command some degree of stardom or fame or wage, in the industry, or his wage or his fee is supposed to be a degree in the industry. So when you can't get that, when you get everybody or most guys just listen to your song and they don't share it, but you have a small percentage which is solid, a core that always listen to your songs. But and that's one thing I keep telling these guys, and I told even Gomez, every time you record a song and you aim for a hit, whenever you miss that hit, you get depressed and feel frustrated and you lost your motivation. And I know up to today, most guys keep hearing these things and they keep going for it. Okay? Chigret say, okay, Chigreg, um, just send it to the guy because the WhatsApp number I used to use, I joined the group with. I don't use it anymore. So somebody is managing it now. You can send it to the person, it'll get to me. Okay? Just send it her like a TikTok video of hers or a link of hers or a video of hers. If she has anything, just send it. Okay, just send it to the person and they'll get it to me. It will reach me. So that's one thing I keep telling artists. When you record a song, don't aim for a hit. And trust me, this deja vu that this kid has right now, if the next song he released doesn't get the level of notoriety this song has, he'll feel like, okay, he made it once, and which he hasn't made it yet. He hasn't done shit. Okay? Because I keep using somebody like Banye as a big example. Banye dominated the entire Anglophone region, even Cameroon, but never had that person who could monetize that stardom he had at the moment. There is money in showbiz in Cameroon. Trust me. But Cameroon artists are the brokest artists in the world. The simple problem is there is enough show in Cameroon, no business. That's just it. There is money, but nobody knows how to. That's why we need to have management agencies. That's why I've created Molytown Management and Molytown Music and all those things. To work with a select few, which I'll say, you know what? You have it. Every time I run to you, you will deliver. Okay? Because you're not chasing a hit, but you're building on a core that will fucking help. Okay? So I think we've exhausted the 30 minutes of today. So thank you, Chi Greg, for tuning in. And for the guys who will be watching this after that, we're supposed to have an episode today with Jumbok. Okay? Jumbok J is J, right? Yeah, Jumbok Jay. We're supposed to have an episode today with Jumbok Jay, but I think he fell asleep because in the USA. And I woke up really early today because the guy he was talking with to link me up for the interview, the guy kept bugging me, and not like bugging me, but he woke me up early and made me hurry up and made me set things up for this chat, but I think he never showed up. So, yeah, I think that was it. Thank everybody. G Greg send the song to the number and they'll get it to me. So, thank everybody for watching or everybody who listened. And it's your boy Delby, and I think here we'll call it a day.